ताजिर है अंदर। You are continuing classes? You want to continue? Acha. So how many days you'll be here? Acha. Okay. Om Agnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindubhya Eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamin Yiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Tau Santoshayata Santau Srila Rupa Sanatanau Dakshinatyena Bhattena Punaretad Vivichyate Tasyadyam Granthana Lekham Kranta Vyutkranta Khanditam Pariyalocyatha Pariyayam Krutva Likati Jivakaha. Hare Krishna. Total 600 pages are there. In that 320 are over. Okay. Yes, very soon we'll try to finish. Bhakti Sandarbha. So what we were discussing yesterday, Swarna Kanti Prabhu, give some Kanti on that. Give some light, Kanti. Yes. Okay.
So
So
now new Anichada is started. So
okay.
there Devotion is mentioning that we should now return to our main subject. So that subjects are, there are three kind of sammukham, path of sammukham, like karma, jnana and bhakti. So for karma, we already know that it requires completely attachment for material enjoyment. For jnana, there requires complete detachment. But in case of bhakti, there may not be complete detachment, may have some attachment also. But only things is required there is Shraddha, Purna Shraddha, or full 100% Shraddha. So there we're discussing one verse. That is 11, 20, then 10. There Lord is saying that the person who is performing his prescribed duties, but he is anashikamaha. It means he is not desiring anything. So he will not go to Swarga, or even he will not go to Naraka. Because he is not desiring any material results, and he is also not doing any nisiddha karma. That's why he will not go to Naraka, and even he will not go to Swarga, because he is not desiring material results. So up to this verse we discussed. Also, there are many things in between we discussed, like three kind of karmarpanam there. That sakam karma, or then nishkam karma yoga, and bhakti matra kama, or out of love only. Out of love means there are three things for karmarpanam. One is his desiring some expectation he has for his karma, means he's offering his karma, but he has some expectations. Another type is that out of detachment he's offering that karma to Lord. Another is out of love. So these three kind of karma pranam are there. Anything?
Tell me, you tell anything is there?
Oh, actually time is passing. So you should go on main discussion.
Why? Time is passing. You tell me whatever you.
They're not learning new things.
They're not learning. They are not learning new things. They are not learning new, but they are remembering what they learned. That is also important, na? Learning new thing is only. Yeah. Because why teacher asks? Because so teacher check the how much students they understood. Like you see, whenever you uh, just do some activity, you'll be seeing how much looking back, whether it is rightly done, rightly they understood or not. It's not that every time new thing only we are passing. We need to check whether it is going or not.
I'm right, bro. It's wrong.
Huh? Okay. So yesterday we were discussing in the last uh, hour, in last hour, so in last half an hour. So everyone will perform their swadharma, being situated in the swadharma. They perform that and they are not desiring any result from that, any material gain from that. So then in that case, they will not get any swarga. And since they are not doing any nishiddha karma, forbidden activities, so that's why they will be not going to hell. Then what? What will happen to them? So since now they are not desiring anything out from that karma, then what will happen to them? So then they are not going to up or they are not going to down. They will be on the same. Asmin loke. Asmin loke means on the earth. Karma is possible only in earth planet, in Bhumandala. Karma is not possible in higher planets or lower planets. In both higher and lower planets, only enjoyment and suffering. Higher enjoyment, lower suffering. Or otherwise, in the higher planets, even further, Tapoloka, so Janaloka and Maharloka. So, Maharloka, Janaloka, and first is what? Swarga. After Swarga, Tapoloka. Yes. Huh? Maharloka. So Maharloka first. Na? Yes, Maharloka. Maharloka, Janaloka, and Tapoloka, and Satyaloka. In these planets, they might be doing some severe austerities, but that is not karma actually. They practice on the level of the gnana. So austerity comes gnana. They are in Pitraloka, they are also so some kind of, so that means they get the offerings from and their follow their predecessors, and from that they will be getting some offerings and they are enjoying those, and in the lower planets they will be getting the suffering. So that's why they are not going up or down. Asmin loke vartamanaha swadharmasthoha anagaha shuchihi. So such a person who is not desiring anything from his material activity, so karma, so being in the same world, he will be getting either gnanam or otherwise he will be getting the bhakti. When he will get the gnanam or when he will get the bhakti, so that is said in the next. Atra gnana sange sati tanmatrattvameva bhagavadarpanam bhavet bhakta sange tu tan santoshamayatvam अतः यदृच्छया इति पूर्ववद् भक्त संग तत् कृपालक्षणं भाग्यं बोधितम्. So when this person who is, that means the person who is not desiring any material result, so if that person come in contact with the, so with the jnanis, jnana sange, if they come in contact with the jnanis, then what will happen? They will be getting, in the case of the jnanis, they will be getting, if they come in contact with the jnanis, then what they will be doing? They will be getting the instructions from these jnanis. Hey, my dear, you offer this karma to the Lord for getting the detachment. What is that? Tanmatrattvameva bhagavadarpanam. Just for the sake of offering, he offers. Tanmatrattvameva means just for the sake of getting relieved from that result. So he is offering to the Lord. So that means he is karmi initially, but when he come in goodness, he understood this is very bad. So is there just bad means because doing this such a hard work and getting the no result. So why we should go for this result? So then such a person, if he come in contacts with the jnanis, then they will be understanding. That person will be understanding from them. This karmarpanam should be given to the Lord for the sake of detachment. But if fortunately if we come in contact with the bhaktas, bhakta sangetu, then what will happen? He will be offering the result of that karma for the pleasure of the Lord. So then what will happen? Then he will be getting the katharuchi. So ataha yadruchaya iti purvavat bhakta sanga tat kripa lakshanam bhagyam bodhitam. So how can you say if he come in contact with the devotees, then he is getting the bhakti? Because why you are taking the contact, that means association of the devotees, you are bringing here in this sloka. How you are bringing this? By the word yadruchaya. Yadruchaya means accidentally, somehow or other, accidentally. So accidentally what happens? Without any reason, that is only association of the devotees. Association of the devotees is not based upon the any material condition. It is always is ahituki, is causeless. So if any person get the association of the devotees, is there any cause behind that? No cause. There is no cause. Why this person is getting the association? Why not this person is not getting the association? Can you make any system for this? Can you make any? So that means any conditions? No condition. It's condition. It's beyond the conditions. It is causeless. It has no cause. So that's why Edruchaya word is indicating what? So association of the devotees. And also their mercy. Both. Association and mercy. Both you should take. So when someone is karmi and he is not offering, he is not now no more desiring the any material pleasure, because he doesn't want to go to the swarga, because that is very flickering. It is only for moment. And he is doing the karma, and now he came to such a state, he doesn't want to do any, he doesn't want to get the any result of that karma. Then what he should do? He cannot leave karma, because leaving karma is leaving dharma, means is a sin. So that's why he cannot leave, and also he cannot keep the result of the karma, because that is cheap. So then where to go? then either association of the jnanis or association of the devotees happens. So when there is association of the jnanis, then they offer the result of that karma to the Lord for the detachment, for the sake of detachment. But if fortunately if he come in contact with the, but who is fully attached to the results of the karma, then even if devotee come and preach the bhakti still, because he's having too much attachment, is meant for what? Doing the karma. He will be doing the karma. But who has less attachment for the results? And such a person, so when he come in association of the devotees, then he will understand. So by that association, he will get the understanding that I should accept Krishna as Supreme Personality of the Godhead, and I should offer this to please him. And also, if the devotees association is there continuously, then he will be understanding. So Shravanam kona kuriyat katharatim yadhanadhyasina. So because karma granthi nibandhanam, it is going to cut this katha. So what he will be hearing from that devotees? He will be hearing from the devotees. If you keep on working for the Krishna, then you will be getting the taste for hearing the Krishna katha, which is very important and very so is the topmost thing, and you'll be understanding. And even if you don't get that taste, now he will be working and offering, and then taste will come. But why you are wasting that much time? Why you have to wait for that time? Because ultimately you are doing and offering to the Lord should lead to katha ruchi. And that katha, if you hear, what is going to happen? That means if anyone hear the katha, then what will happen? It is going to clean the heart. Shrunvatam Sakatam Krishna Punya Shravana Kirtana Hrudyantasto Hyabhadrani Vidunoti Surusatam. Then he'll be hearing from the devotee, that person. So who is not fully attached to the material results, such a person is hearing and keep on. So developing more and more faith on the bhakti, because then he'll be hearing the glories of the bhakti. Bhakti destroys all the anarthas in the heart, and devotees will be saying to him, "Oh my dear, ultimately you should get katha ruchi, and this katha is having such a powerful thing. It is going to do. It will clean your heart. Then why don't you take up now directly doing the Shravanam Kirtanam? Directly now you hear. Don't wait for offer the karma and to the please the Lord, and don't wait." So like that, devotees keep on encouraging. Yes or no? So devotee should not think that he should be always doing the karma and offering the results to the pleasing the Lord that much. No. Next step is Shravanam Kirtan. Ultimately, that should lead to the Shravanam Kirtan. So that's why he will be recommending to him to do the Shravanam Kirtanam also. Then it is karma mishra bhakti. And keep on hearing, then Shraddha is there. Then devotee is pushing him. So it is guiding him. You have to remember Krishna all the time and everywhere, in everything. Then he will be coming to the platform of Ananya Bhakti. This is a practical way of guiding the society. It is given by the Shastras, and it is natural. So here you see devotees. So they will be preaching to the society. In society, some are too much attached to the material results, and they are, even after getting the association, they may not get any, that means inclination, any little taste also they don't get to hear further from this sadhu. Why there is a too much attachment for the material results? Every Jivatma is soul, is part and parcel of the Lord, should meant for the bhakti. Then everyone should do bhakti. Wherever they are, whoever is getting association of the devotee, immediately they should do bhakti. Like fire, whenever you, wherever you keep fire, immediately it will burn away. Then why everyone is not becoming? Why? Why they have that much material taste? Why they have that much taste for the material results? The reason is offenses. Because of the because of because of the previous offenses, even just by association, they are not able to take up this process. So many, like Duryodhan, like many, Dhritarashtra, did they take up any Ananya Bhakti? No. But if you see Pandavas is always, for every moment, they are always thinking for the Krishna's help. Krishna, they are dependent on Krishna. That is Ananya Bhakti. Don't see that they are doing the Kshatriya activities and they are doing karmis. No. They are doing those externally, but internal their consciousness is always dependent on Krishna. So they are like that, Ananya Bhaktas. But here, so why these people didn't become? So many devotees associated with them because of the offenses. Because of the offenses, everyone cannot become devotee. Even some offenses are there. If sadhu gives his blessings, then those offenses are also destroyed and they can take up. That depends upon the sadhu. Even some offense is there, but still, if sadhu gives mercy, then they can become devotee also. Even their attachment will go away by the krupa. So that's why here sadhu sangha, what is given here? Tad bhakta sangha tad krupa lakshanam bhagyam. Yadruchaya, the word yadruchaya indicating what? Association of the devotees and mercy of the devotees. Both. In some, if there are no aparadhas in that particular person, then he will immediately, just by association, he can take up the process of the bhakti. But there are aparadhas also there. And if this devotee wants to make him devotee, whoever is giving association, then he has to give additionally krupa. Then they will become. So they will now start worshipping Krishna and start so understanding the tattva. So Krishna tattva, Bhagavat tattva. Then they will be hearing and associating. By the association, they are hearing and developing faith gradually. Since they didn't develop fully faith, they cannot leave their position in the society. Leave everything and now I will go to the samdham and I will do Ananya Bhakti. Then, since he didn't develop the full faith, he cannot stay there. He'll fall down. Fall down means he start doing other activities there. Since he's not doing his dharma, then he will be do the adharma. Then he will do the sinful activities. So that's why. Then better be situated in the, wherever you are there, you be there in that position. But try to develop your devotion, your faith, and try to, then when he developed faith sufficiently, then he will be rejecting, he will be disgusted with the so-called rules and regulations systems, and he will be coming to the platform of Ananya Bhakti automatically. That kind of situation has to come naturally in his heart. It is not a forcible state. We are going to see in the next answer that. It's not a forcible state. Before that, he will be doing karma and understanding. Yes, understanding is different and following, able to follow is more. Needs more realization. Krishna is Supreme Personality, got it, I understood, okay. But can you do every day, every minute? Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. No, because The taste for material things is there. Then it needs the purification. And also it needs understanding is also needed, really. Just superficially. But inside there are so many questions which are stopping you to accept fully Krishna. So that's why association of the devotees is the crucial role is going to take in the stage of the beginning, middle, end, and always. Association of the devotees is having its own role entire life, even after the perfection also. They want to be in association of the devotees. Where we have seen recently, Dhruva Maharaj asked benediction. What is benediction? He asked, tell me.
So he asks benediction from Kubera that constant remembrance of Lord, as well as the association of pure devotees.
Yeah. Next. Everyone knows. That's very important. So, every Acharya, our Goswamis are emphasizing mainly on the Ananya Bhakti. Not interested in this before stage. Because that is very important. That has to be, final goal has to be cleared first. If that is not clearly defined on those stages, then so that's why it will be important defining the highest goal. That's why Rupa Goswami wrote his literature on the like Ujjula Nilamani. It is the highest rasa. In all the rasas, Ujjwala rasa. The topmost rasa is what? Is the Ujjwala rasa. That is, Madhuri rasa is the Ujjwala rasa. And that is the desired goal. That is explained by the Acharyas based upon the scripture, Shastra. So goal. And they cleared the path of the bhakti. Path of the bhakti means when you get the full shraddha, from there to final result is known as path of the bhakti. Before that, whatever you are doing karma and also doing some sort of the Ananya Bhakti, some sort of the Sangha Siddha Bhakti, Sarupa Siddha Bhakti, some sort of Sarupa Siddha Bhakti, that is known as Sangha Siddha Bhakti. There, you are still you didn't step into the staircase. Yes. But automatically, yes, once faith is developed, he will leave karma, or otherwise, even if he is doing karma for setting example in the society, he will not be getting any reactions from that. He will not be attaching such a yoga. This is like, Janaka Maharaj. He was doing his all karmas, but he is not attached by or he is not reaction. He is not getting any reaction from that karma. So, Purvad Bhakta Sangha Tat Kripa Lakshanam Bhagyam Bodhitam Yaduktam Etavane Vayajitam Iha Nishreya Sodaya Ityadi. 2-3-11. You are understanding 2-3-11 very. Where is this? Etavanev yejitam iha nishreya sodaya bhagavatya bhavo yad bhagavata sangataha. Sukadeva Goswami also what he is explaining in the 2nd canto 3rd chapter. You all remember. So he was first initially explaining the results of worshipping various demigods. Then after that, he is saying that akama sarva kama va moksha kama udaradihi. Hey, whatever you want, my dear Parikshit, whatever desire you have, so don't worry. You approach Krishna, everything he will give. So then after that, he is saying that एतावानेव यजताम इह निश्रेयसोदयः भगवत्यचलो भाव यत् भागवत संगतः. Ultimately, all the worships of the demigods can become perfect when they get devotion in the association of the devotees. That means if they are just sticking to the worshipping the demigods, and if they don't get the association of the devotees and get the faith in the bhakti, then their worshipping of demigods is simply useless. That is not so nishreya sodayaha. That means that is not leading to the so highest perfection. So ultimately, so what should happen? They should get association of the devotees and get the bhakti. But how they get association of the devotees? Is it in their hand? It is not in their hand. It is in their hand of Lord. It is also not in the hands of the Lord. It is in the hands of whom? You all. It is in the hands of all of you. If you go and tell this fact to them, then they will get the ultimate perfection in their life. Otherwise, they keep on worshipping the demigods and getting the material results. And they also, some people in the society think that I am worshipping and I don't want any result from this, because that is also cheap. And they are in that such a state because they are already disgusted with the enjoyment of the material fruitive activities. But they cannot leave. If they leave, they know it is a sin. Such a people in the society will be waiting for you. Yes? If you go and if you tell to them about Krishna, they feel immediately, wow, this is true. And people who are fully engrossed in the material results, work is worship, then what you can do with them? You can encourage them at least. You do whatever you are doing, but don't do the sin, and so that they will not be saying, do whatever you do means do the, at least you do the karma, not the vikarma. That's why Prabhupada says Krishna conscious movement is meant for divide the society, to bring the humanity into the soul society, into the human civilization. This is our mission. At least they should come to the human platform. Otherwise, what will happen? They will be keep on doing the sinful activities and finished going to the hell. In front of you, they are going to hell. So, but if they are able to accept and they are not able to leave the sinful activities, then what is this? They accepted Krishna, but they are feeling now suffocation of the doing the sinful activities. 99% of our devotees, if you ask them fairly, you are happy with your so-called whatever your modern society that work, they say that we don't want, but they don't have any alternative. So that's why they are also. So forcibly, they are kept in such a miserable condition. If you give nice clothes, shelter, food, And if you ask them to, and there is no anxiety for these three things, for their health, for their basic needs, food, shelter, 95%, 99% our society will shift immediately if you give this guarantee. Yes or no? Simple. If you provide this, so this is the thing. Actually, it's a fact. Most of the cases they will immediately. But who is going to organize that? Who is going to create such a peaceful situation for them? Who will take that pain? Whoever is more compassionate, they should take by seeing their condition. Yes or no? Someone should lead. Otherwise, how it will happen? It will not happen by automatically. Krishna is ready to help. Definitely he will help. Why don't he help? If you see that seva, the feel, if you have such a motivation of the helping the devotees, and you genuinely desire that, then definitely he will help. He will help or not? You have faith? Definitely. And also here we can see devotees also in the many levels of the faith. So if some people have faith is so strong, then they risk their life, and some people have less faith, we should not force them. They are developing now, they are associating. That's why you should not disturb their progress, and you should not disturb them to disturb them by saying to leave their situation immediately. Then what will happen? They don't na ghar ka na ghat ka. They don't have such a strong faith, and also they don't have. So I cannot say that they don't have any faith. So that's why it is very expertly if you deal, and it's a chance is there, but nothing is impossible. At least some clarity. If you give clarity of these things, at least they can start. So understanding the situation nicely, and you can expect the more cooperation in future. Yes, Mataji, Archana Bhakti Mata.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. So next Anshada. So like this, we understood the relevance of this Anucheda in the context of present situation of this society. So that's why Prabhupada's mission is clear, Prabhupada's vision is clear, and all his instructions are fully intact. We should not get fuzzled that he is saying somewhere this, somewhere that, somewhere this. No, everything is in right place in the full system, as explained by the Shastra. Book distribution is also needed. So community is also needed. Temples also needed. Everything is needed. Because you want to spread. You want to spread the mission, then how you will? You want to give association. How you will give? Through the books. Books are needed or not? So now karmis are there, and so karmarpanam they have to do for the Krishna. So then how? Without here, crucial thing is what? Association of the devotees. That is nothing but the Sankirtan moment. Association of the devotees can be further seen. Here you see how these karmarpanam they are doing for the sake of the Lord with the association of the devotees only. Na? That association of devotees is how it is given. By having the temple, by having the preaching centers, by going to the Nagar Sankirtan, by distributing the books. So all these are all activities are needed. So once you give the association, then how to organize those people? So then you need that's why 50% work is still remaining. You give association and you give guidance. Now you have to bring them to the good conducive atmosphere. So to uplift them for the sinful life. You should not blame. You cannot blame anyone. If you have concern, then work hard and try to give something instead of complain on them. Yes or no? If you complain, then what will happen? It's simply an offense. You are not understanding the situation, and immaturely if you complain on them, is not they are doing sinful activities, doing devotees, this, that. But where is the alternative? That's why you have to. So seriously, yeah, someone is very much hungry and is begging, and you want to stop to beg, and also you are not giving food. Then what they will do? అమ్మ అడుక్కొనివ్వదు పెట్టదు, అమ్మ పెట్టదు అడుక్కొనివ్వదు. Telugu proverb. Mother is not giving and also not allowing to beg. It's a proverb in Telugu actually. Next 175 अनुच्छेद तदेवं कर्मार्पण केवल ज्ञान केवल भक्तयः अधिकारी भेदेन व्यवस्थापिताः. So till now we discussed karmarpanam, kevala gnanam, kevala bhakti. Kevala bhakti, ananya bhakti, suddha bhakti, akinchana bhakti, all are same. They are synonyms. So that's why now we have seen the eligibility criteria for the kevala bhakti, for the kevala gnana, and for the karmarpanam. So where these karma mishra bhaktas comes? Karma mishra bhaktas comes also under the karmarpanam only, because we have how many paths? Two main paths, na? Two samukyams. This is gnana, this is bhakti, and this is 80, absolute truth. And now this is here karmarpanam. Here karmarpanam. So here karmis also comes. Karmis means fully attached to the material results. So even if you preach them, they cannot start doing the bhakti. So that means association is given to them, but they may not so utilize that association. But some people who is now disgusted with the material results, so such a people, if they come in association of the devotees, then what will happening? They will be doing the karmarpanam to the Lord. They will offer to the Lord, and also devotee automatically also encourage him to do the direct devotion also. Sakshat bhakti, Shravanam Kirtanam. Then that is, so Sakshat bhakti also he prescribes. Sakshat bhakti also he recommends him to do also along with his karmarpanam to the Lord with the love. So then this is known as karma mishra bhakti. But why can't he go to directly into this path? Can he go to this path directly? That means leaving karma and this, because he doesn't develop such a faith. Purna Shraddha didn't come till now here. So keep him here only and start prescribing to Sakshat Bhakti to him. Then raise his level slowly. So, and keep on. That's why our acharyas are focused. Mainly our acharyas, Rupa Goswami, so Jiva, Sanatan, and VCT, Vishwanath Chakravarti, Thakur. All these are interested in this bhakti. They are interested in this book. Their books are all on this. Yeah. So now you are here, and don't assume that you are here already. And so the here means, even if someone is here, if he is doing karma but not attached to that, and only for setting example he is doing, then that person also considered here only he is. That's the point actually. So some people may live completely superficially, externally doing karma, they will leave and they can go here, or otherwise. So doing karma but not attached to those results, are not attached to that, and always their consciousness is in Krishna. So such a people also are known as Ananya Bhaktas.
Guruji, the reason why they are not able to come to this Ananya Bhakti stage is because of the conditioning, the purity of the heart is not there. They are not able to do directly constitutional activities, that is Satatam Kirtan Tomam.
Purity of the heart is not really matter here. Here, that's why we didn't say that. The only matter is Shraddha. Purity happens here also, from the here Shraddha to another Nivritti. But at least they should come to this understanding, and they should be convinced to do bhakti only. Faith. So, but when they are fully engaged in the gross activities, gross sinful activities, then it is quite difficult also to get the inclination to hear the Krishna devotees. If someone is vikarmi in gross sin, so being association of the modes, karmi is also being association of the modes, then what will happen? So it is very difficult to get the full benefit from the association, because of these rajas and tamas disturb them always. Even they hear like it's a desert and water you are pouring. If at least some goodness if they are in, then they will get some good, that means, that is because then the ignorance and passion, the influence of ignorance and passion is less, then there will be less influence of these two modes, then they can easily practice the sadhana. That is possible actually. So bhakti can be done, but if they develop such a shraddha, even if you have such a strong sin, it is. But the problem is, so they are not, Jivatma is influenced by the modes. Bhakti is not influenced by the modes, but Jivatma is influenced by the modes. Then in that case, so here what we have to see, we are Jivatma or we are devotee? We are the Bhakti. We are Jivatma. We are not Bhakti. Bhakti is not influenced by the modes, but Jivatma is influenced by the modes. So that's why we always misunderstand this point. Yes, we misunderstand this point. We think that we are now fully transcendent. We are not Bhakti, we are Jivatma. Yeah, Bhakti is independent of all the modes, but Jivatma is not. But that Bhakti is just is in the heart of the devotee. When why it is not giving the influence? It should bring out this Jivatma from the influence of modes. But because it is not bringing out because of his offenses. So that's it. Their point is stucking actually. Since they didn't develop this Shraddha, and also see, they are doing the they got the association, they are offering their karma to the Lord, they are doing the Sakshat Bhakti. Can you take them and put in here? You cannot put, because they didn't develop fully Shraddha. And you cannot say they are simply karmis also, and also you cannot say they are fully Ananya Bhaktas. So that's why we kept one more block here. This is. So Pradhani Bhuta Karma Mishra Bhakti.
Devi Devotion says only the Nirapeksha can practice pure devotion, no? Because otherwise they are, Yat Karoshi, Yat Ashnasi, like that, no? Correct?
Yes. So who is not having any faith on other systems? It's not that whose heart is completely purified, they only practice Sakshat Bhakti. No, we are not, Ananya Bhakti, we are not saying that. Who developed such a faith, complete faith on the Bhakti. That means surrenderance. Surrenderance on the Lord is important actually. Dependence on the Lord. And that is also very challenging state. Na? It's easy. It's easy to surrender. It's not easy to. Yes, Archana Bhakti Mataji.
Prabhuji, can you tell again what is Pradhani Bhuta?
Acha, Pradhani Bhuta means Karma Mishra Bhakti is also known as Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. Karma Mishra Bhakti. Karma Mishra Bhakti or Gnana Mishra Bhakti or Karma Gnana Mishra Bhakti is known as Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti. Pradhani means main is Bhakti. Because these people, they are doing karma offering because they got association of the devotees. They are offering that to the Lord, and also they are doing the Sakshat Bhakti. So in their case, these people, they are not considering karma as important. They are making karma as just a secondary. And for them, Bhakti is only the main. So that's why these are all known as Sangha Siddha Bhaktas, are also known as Pradhani Bhuta Bhaktas. For them, Bhakti is only main.
What about Bhakti Matra Kama? Is that the same or no?
So they are doing the mainly Bhakti along with the karma, but why they are doing? If they are doing for the sake of Bhakti, then Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhakti we say.
Achha. Yeah.
This will come anyway in the next coming Anushyadas. It will be more clear then. So like this, people, so here only Kevala Gnana, who completely detached, they come here, who have full Shraddha on Lord. Full Shraddha means surrenderance. Who surrendered to the Lord, they come to the Ananya Bhakti platform. And remaining all, that means whoever is having material attachment, they come to the Karmi. But now, where we keep our place, we cannot keep there in the Ananya Bhakti, or not in the Kevala Gnana, and not also in the Karma. We are also not Karmis. But we have, so in intermediate stage, before going to Ananya Bhakti, and so not to be, we are also not the Karmis. That means we want material activity and result. But we understood Bhakti is the main. That means Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti is, Bhakti is main, we understood. That means Bhakti is main. And just since we didn't have such a Shraddha on fully Krishna, so we are practicing our karma for the sake of Lord. That too for sake of the Lord. Bhakti Matra Kama Karma Mishra Bhaktas. One way. So only devotion is the goal. And also not having the fully Shraddha to leave the, that means not qualified to leave all the dharmas. That means Sarva Dharman Parityajya Mamekam Sharanam Raja. This sloka is meant for whom? Ananya Bhaktas, who developed the 100% faith in the Lord. Before that, Yatkaroshi Yajjuhoshi Dadasyat, it is meant for whom? Whatever you do, Krishna, my dear Arjuna, so you offer to me. These are all known as Karma Gnana Mishra Bhaktas, Pradhani Bhuta Bhaktas. So, but they has to travel to that, to this Ananya Bhakti. So that's why according to their qualification they should do. स्वे स्वेदिकारो यानिष्ठा सगुण परिकीर्तितः विपर्ययस्तु दोषः स्यात् उभयोरेव निश्चयः. 11, 20, 26. स्वे स्वे अधिकारे या निष्ठा. स्वे स्वे अधिकारे या निष्ठा सा गुणः परिकीर्तितः. According to your eligibility, if you stay there, then that is good. According to eligibility, you should be. If you are having fully attached to the material results, do karma. If you have so fully detachment, do gnana, practice gnana. Prabhu, sound is coming. Can you keep something down? So you have full faith in the Lord. If you are surrendered soul, do the Ananya Bhakti. Okay, that is proper. If you have no faith and you left all the karma and did the Ananya Bhakti, then that is doshaha. Then you will be seeing the bad results in the society. Saki Bhaki, this, that, all. Having material enjoyment for the body, bodily material enjoyment, and renounce all the duties of this his position, and so he left everything and went to Vrindavan, staying in the ashram with all others and doing the homosex, making others as gopis, and he is becoming Krishna and enjoying, and saying that this is Krishna consciousness. This is a disturbance in the society. And whoever is having such a full surrenderance but still out of ignorance, agnaha means out of ignorance, he is, now he got the full surrenderance, but he is not identifying that and feeling that I should do my karma like that because of ignorance. He should be left out. But he got the such a surrenderance, but still he is so keep on doing the karma. This is also not good because his progress is stopped here. If someone is fully detached, he doesn't want so anything, and such a detached person and doesn't have any shraddha in the, is fully detached but he has shraddha in the Lord, then he can come to the bhakti. But he doesn't have shraddha and fully detached, then what he should do? Huh? He is fully detached and not have faith in the Lord, then what he has to do? Gnana marga. You should practice gnana. If you get association, that detached person, if you get association of the devotees, there is a chance to become the devotee. Then he may do initially gnana mishra bhakta because he is fully detached and he is very inclined to practicing of renunciation, austerities. So then he is practicing sadhanas of the gnana, and but he still didn't develop the fully shraddha in the bhakti. Then he will be practicing gnana mishra bhakti. So when he get full shraddha in bhakti, then he will go to the Ananya Bhaktas.
Here, among the two paths, Gyan and Bhakti, from karma stage, where there is actions with renouncing the fruits, in the Bhakti also there is action, but it is purely for love for Krishna.
The Sakshat, Swarupa, that activity by nature is directly devotion.
But if he takes up to Gyan, it is a little difficult because in Gyan, from the state of action, you're coming to the state of inaction. And once you come to a state of inaction by Gyan, then coming back to state of action is more difficult.
Yeah. So that is having its own pros and cons. Okay, that is another subject matter. Jnana Mishra Bhakti and Shuddha Bhakti. How
That's
it
why
is. Yeah.
even Gita 3.3, Krishna says Duidam Nishta,
Yeah.
Karma and Gyan, like that he says, no? Based on Adhikara.
Yes. Based upon the Adhikara, one has to take up the right path. And if you are not qualified and if you take up another path, then that is doshaha. Viparyayastu doshaha syat ubharyoreva nischayah. Ubhayo. These are only. Finally, Krishna is saying to Uddhava. So see, my dear Uddhava, what you want. Where, but in Uddhava is pure devotee. But on the name of Uddhava, so he is teaching to us. Next Anucheda 176. Tatra samukhya dvara bhutasya karmanah sakshat samukhya rupa gnana bhaktyada paryantatvat swayameva tabhyam nyakaraha. See, here karma is, karmarpanam is the entry door for the gnana and bhakti. Okay? Karmarpanam is entry door for the gnana and bhakti. But gnana and bhakti, gnanam and bhakti are samukyam, direct samukyam they are. Saksha samukyam. Yes, samukyam means directly connecting to absolute truth. To whom they are connecting jiva to absolute truth directly. But karma is not directly connecting. It is indirectly connecting. The activity of karma is not directly connecting jivatma to the. So that's why karmarpanam is not direct saksha. That means it's not direct samukyam. Karmarpanam is not direct samukhya. So, if anyone get qualified to enter into either gnana or the bhakti, so then what? He will automatically, he rejects karma. He got disgusted because he felt now my goal is only Krishna and I have to surrender to him. And I am surrendered. I surrender to him. That's all. Whatever happens, he will only take care. So then that person, what is the need of family, wife, this, that? Then he will, even if he is in that system, he is always consciously completely detached for the sake of justice of the society. He is in that system, but he is fully detached. He is not affected by any good and bad of these things. If someone is affected by this, their sadhana and their situation, then they are not in full strength. We'll discuss one time. So the Sharanagati, the tall 6, then you can, Limsini, it is going to come. So then you can get even more understanding. You can see the symptoms of the, or the different items of the Sharanagati. 6 angas, 6 limbs of Sharanagati. Then you can, Sharanapatti. That is one big topic actually in this book. Yeah, Ramcharan Prabhu.
Yeah, probably so this diagram on the board, we see there are 2 margas like bhakti and jnana. So here my understanding is jnana is basically not pure jnana. It's basically should be mixed with some bhakti, otherwise he cannot go to absolute truth. That's what we discussed before, right? Just by jnana you cannot really reach there, right? Or you need some element of bhakti to give the result of jnana.
Karmarpanam, when he did for that Krishna. This Karmarpanam is also known as Aropa Siddha Bhakti. Already some sort of indirect bhakti happened. By that element only he is ultimately getting the absolute, that means merging into the Brahman. There is no need to practice any specially bhakti here. That's Purvakruta Bhakti. Karmarpanam to the Lord. He did not that. That will coming, that is there, that is explained in the In the Brahmaji's praise, 14th chapter, 10th canto. Tathapi Bhuman, 6th sloka. Tathapi Bhuman. 6th or what is that? Tathapi. 6th sloka. 10, 14, 6. So that means someone is doing the karma and offering to the Lord, and also he is doing the Sakshat Bhakti. That means Karma Mishra Bhakti, what they will do? They will be doing the karma and for the sake of the Lord, and also they do the Bhakti, Sakshat Bhakti. So offering karma to the Lord is also Bhakti, and this is also Bhakti. Totally they are doing Bhakti. Can you say it is Ananya Bhakti? This kind of logics also people will bring out. Anyway, you are doing karma for the Lord only, na Prabhuji? Then there is no need to have this category actually. If this is also Ananya Bhakti, then why we have to see the Pradhani Bhuta Bhakti as a one category? Yes. Hare Krishna Mataji.
Prabhuji, so provided when you're saying that karma is done for Krishna, provided you're thinking of Krishna, then it becomes Ananya Bhakti.
Otherwise it will not. Thinking means he has to remember apratihata.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that kind of endeavor is needed actually there. That kind of endeavor is needed. But at the time, he should think that karma is not a supporter. He should not think that karma is supporting me. Otherwise, my business, if I don't do, then I cannot do bhakti, I cannot have home, and I cannot this. If such a attachment is there, then you cannot claim yourself as Ananya Bhakti. So, but if you even there in that system, but you consciously you already reached above to that, then he is Ananya Bhakti. That's why by seeing external activities, you cannot judge who is Ananya Bhakti. You cannot judge.
We are as a sadhaka, is chanting 60 rounds, following devotive principles, and just like dressing the deities, making the garland, cooking the bhoga. While cooking the bhoga, that remembrance of Krishna is not there, and there constant. As well as we are cooking and observing this much, and observing service in the sense item, ingredients, and no remembrance. Even though sometimes forget for whom we are cooking, and after offering, then sometimes remember. So while that time, what activity?
What bhakti this is?
So whether bhakti or Swarup Siddha Bhakti, Anand Bhakti, which bhakti are there?
Which bhakti is this?
We say because we are because following chanting other things, so we are doing bhakti. So that time, if remembrance is not there,
Yeah.
we are with Lord. So one may say, oh, no problem.
That means activity itself is a bhakti, but consciousness is in somewhere. That means some material result.
It is also said because one is deeply absorbed in service of the Lord.
Okay, understood, Prabhu. Your point. So someone is doing that means example, chanting is a sakshat bhakti. Cooking for the Lord is archanam. Comes under the archanam only. It's cooking for the Lord, cleaning the floor. It's not the is pada sevanam and archanam. It also comes under the direct devotional service. But at that time, your consciousness is something you are maybe so hating someone or otherwise you will be desiring something. Then it is Rajasika Bhakti or Tamasika Bhakti. It is Tamasika Bhakti. Chanting and thinking that, so yeah, maybe feeling envious about someone while chanting. Then this is Tamasika Bhakti. This is another category. Mostly all full timers we do. That
this doesn't come karmarpanamati.
No, It's not under this. It comes under there only.
Which category?
He surrendered everything. He surrendered, na? He surrendered or not? He surrendered, but because of his prarabdha, he is coming out all this.
Oh, so that comes.
Yes. In Sarup Siddha. He surrendered, but because prarabdha is forcing and is coming, then that means negative. That means sinful prarabdha is there and sukritota, dushkritota, both will be. Yeah. Ananya bhakti he is, because he surrendered. He wants to serve all the time, but he is unable.
Under modes, affected by modes.
But he is thinking that, so this devotional activity also as a karma. So I am earning money because of this. But this is actually what is happening. So this is another one more category. Actually, this is so externally he is doing the Sarup Siddha Bhakti. Externally, that means, but internally he doesn't. He is using Sarup Siddha Bhakti as a livelihood, just as a means for the sustenance. Then it is very horrible. Actually, this is because so using Bhakti Maharani for the livelihood is a very, very dangerous situation. It is. Yes or no? And bhakti, that means then better if he wants to. So then that is one way of, that means like Prabhupada is condemning doing this Bhagavad Katha for the sake of money. He is completely condemning that. Becoming preacher so that I can earn money and I can run my family and my wife and I can have materially happiness. It's very difficult actually. This is these are all different abnormal. We have to see whether he has Shraddha or not. What way he is doing, what is the cause of this? That means because of his prarabdha, these are all coming out, or otherwise still he didn't develop Shraddha. And he is seeing bhakti activity also as a one of the karma. Then you can say that he didn't develop really proper Shraddha. Some people, they are so not having any understanding of the bhakti. So just I'll get money by doing this service, this Sakshat Bhakti. And then, so externally they are doing, but if they don't know the glories of the bhakti really, and innocently they accepted, then there is no crookedness in their heart. There is no crookedness in their heart, then effect is less. But if they know the glory of the bhakti very nicely, but still they want to use bhakti for their livelihood, then their heart is now becoming the tight. Becoming hard actually. Complex. It's becoming complex heart. Then it is very difficult to progress. It means most dangerous thing is first and seventh aparad. Committing sinful activities on the strength of the holy name, or otherwise committing offenses on the strength of the holy name, is a very, very strong and powerful offense. It makes, that means more and more hard. That is going to happen. Yeah, Ramcharan.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I'm coming back to my previous question that which were discussing the Gyan Marg. So here we are saying that because he has done some element of bhakti like Arop Siddha Bhakti, Karma Pranam, and that time and then because of that he is basically coming to Gyan Marg. So my point is that so when we say Aropa Siddha Bhakti, so at that time what is his conception of Supreme Personality of God? Is he offering his karma to Lord Vishnu thinking as it's some demigod, or he has full understanding that Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead? If he has, then why he's basically going to Gyan Marg and the bhakti? Why we are calling that Karma Arpanam as a bhakti there?
Why you want more details in that? I can ask you. You should not go there, but still I can say So I already discussed this point. You asked Prabhu this point also. I think you only asked, you don't remember exactly. So what happens there, Jnanis, so when they associate these karmarpanam, I should offer to the Lord for the sake of detachment. So when they came to know this, by the association of Jnanis, they don't offend the form of the Lord, but they have only interest in Brahman, detachment, leave everything. So that's why they don't enter into the Bhakti Shastras, service and this. They see till here only. Like you see, we are not entering so much into the how to become one with the Brahman. Yes? We are not interested or not. We don't want to see those explanations because we don't want to disturb our bhakti. Yes? So they are getting the association of these such a people who has full faith in the Brahman. And if you try to go deeply into that, then you will be causing disturbance to your bhakti. It will actually, because if you associate such a people from the day one, then that will be sitting in your consciousness. So Brahman is the supreme. And they have their own explanations for the establishing Brahman and without offending whatever. So that's why that is practice is explained in the Kapila Bhagavan's teachings, and also it is explained in the Tathapi Bhuman, this, so for 10th canto 14th chapter and 6th sloka. I will explain whenever time comes all the procedures. But anyway, that is not so important. But anyway, once doubt we get, then it's better to remove that Viparita Bhavana. Otherwise, that will be stumbling block. Yeah, I will explain the whole procedure. Okay, how they will see the whole creation actually. Oh, so next, Tatra, another 10 minutes. So here, now Karmarpanam is the entry door. Jnana and Bhakti are the directly Sammukyam. So then whoever is getting, so Sammukya Rupa Jnana Bhaktyudaya Paryantatva Swayameva Tabhyam Nyakara. That means there, many times they say, so how can you know? That means automatically you'll be get disgusted in the following the karma as the faith you got. Since you got faith, Swayameva, the word Swayameva is important. And so automatically, that means by themselves, by the faith in Jnana and by the faith in the Bhakti. So this karma is rejected. Doing of karma is rejected automatically. Tatra saksha sammukyecha nirvishesha sammukyam gnanam savisheshasya tatvasya bhagavat tattvam paramatmancha iti mukyam avirbhav dvayam. So that means Jnanis, they will be realizing absolute truth. I am putting dotted line. So as a Brahman. Nirvishesha, this is Nirvishesha form. And these people, Bhaktas, they will be realizing absolute truth in the Savishesha. So in the form of Bhagavan and Paramatma. Okay, we'll discuss tomorrow. Remaining. We will go further tomorrow. Okay. 8 o'clock. You see? Okay, thank you very much, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.